There is a silence before the storm. A heavy, suffocating moment where the air pressure drops and your instincts scream at you to run. Your heart beats a little faster, not out of excitement, but out of primal fear. In our modern world of silicon chips, traction control, and safety sensors that babysit you, we have completely forgotten what true, unfiltered mechanical violence feels like. Modern supercars are surgical instruments. They are precise, calculated, cold. They are designed to make you feel like a hero. But this is a sledgehammer wrapped in sheet metal. It does not care about your safety. It does not want to help you drive. It wants to hurt you. When you slide that jagged steel key into the ignition and twist it, you aren't just waking up a machine. You are disturbing a predator that was sleeping with one eye open. The starter motor whines, a high-pitched mechanical scream, before the engine catches with an explosion that shakes the pavement. The ground literally vibrates beneath your feet. The air instantly smells of unburnt gasoline, hot oil, and sulfur. This is the 1970 Dodge Charger RT. And make no mistake, it is not here to race you, it is here to rule you. To understand why this car commands such absolute, unwavering respect, you just have to stand in its presence. Modern designers are obsessed with aerodynamics. They chase wind tunnel data, trying to create shapes that slip through the air unnoticed like a ghost. But the Charger, it doesn't slip through anything. It punches a hole right through the atmosphere. This is the absolute peak of the Coke bottle era, a time when cars were sculpted, not computed. Look at those hips. The rear fenders swell outward like a flexed muscle, tightening over the rear tires, promising pure violence before the wheels even turn a single degree. But the true terror lies up front. The 1970 model introduced the loop bumper, a massive, heavy chrome ring that completely encircles the face of a killer. It looks like a gladiator's helmet. And then, there is the phantom grille. When the headlights are closed, the car has no eyes. It is a seamless, blacked-out void that spans the entire width of the nose. It looks like an electric shaver designed by the devil himself. It does not look at you, it stares through you, judging your courage. And when those vacuum-operated headlight doors finally flip open with a pneumatic hiss, it is too late. You are already prey. Even the roofline features the flying buttress design, recessing the rear window deep between the pillars. It creates a tunnel effect that looks fast, aerodynamic, and aggressive even when the car is parked dead still. It is not pretty. It is not cute. It is the visual definition of intimidation. Open the heavy steel door, and you are not greeted by ambient mood lighting, digital screens, or soft-touch plastics. You are stepping into a cockpit designed for war. The door slams shut with a solid metallic thud that echoes like a prison cell closing. Final, heavy, and reassuring. Inside, it is a sensory overload of the best kind. The smell is unmistakable. A cocktail of old vinyl, gasoline fumes, and hot oil that no air freshener in the world can replicate. It smells like 1970. You sink into the high-back vinyl bucket seats, which look aggressive but offer zero grip when you slide sideways around a corner, forcing you to brace yourself against the door. But the centerpiece of this interior, the holy grail, is the shifter. If you were lucky enough or crazy enough to order the 4-speed manual, you grabbed onto the legendary Hurst pistol grip. It does not look like a gear knob, it looks like the handle of a Magnum revolver wrapped in wood grain. And that is fitting, because every shift feels like pulling a trigger on a loaded weapon. The mechanical linkage clunks into gear with a satisfying heavy resistance. The dashboard is expansive, a wall of gauges filled with the Rally instrument cluster. These circular dials give you just enough information to know you are going too fast, but not enough to save you. There are no touchscreens to distract you, no lane assist to nudge you back. It is just you, a thin wood-grain steering wheel, and that pistol grip shifter waiting to unleash hell. But the face of this monster is just the warning. The heart is the threat. Under that massive hood, secured by hood pins that rattle at idle, lies the stuff of legends. The 426 Hemi V8. They called it the elephant for a reason. It was massive, heavy, physically imposing, and absolutely unstoppable. On paper, Dodge claimed it made 425 horsepower. But that was a bald-faced lie. They underrated it intentionally to keep insurance agents from having a heart attack. In reality, dyno tests showed it was pushing way closer to 500 horsepower, with 490 pound-feet of earth-shattering torque. It didn't just spin the tires, it tried to twist the chassis in half. When you stomp the gas, you can actually feel the frame flex. Feeding this beast were two massive 4-barrel carburetors that sucked in air and fuel like a jet engine on takeoff. When this engine idles, the whole car shakes. It rocks side to side, fighting against its own motor mounts, like a chained beast trying to break free. It is not a smooth hum. It is a lumpy, aggressive, uneven chop that tells everyone within a 3-block radius that something dangerous has just woken up. This isn't engineering, this is mechanical violence. Driving a 1970 Charger RT fast is not a skill, it is an act of sheer bravery. You have to remember, this engine was far too powerful for the primitive technology of the time. You had all that explosive horsepower sent to skinny bias-ply tires that had less grip than a pair of dress shoes on a sheet of ice. There is no traction control to save you when you mash the throttle. There is no stability management to catch the rear end when it decides to pass the front. The moment you touch the gas, the rear wheels light up, and the car tries to go sideways. The steering is overboosted and vague. You don't turn the wheel, you make suggestions and hope the car listens. You are constantly sawing at the wheel just to keep it in a straight line. And the brakes? Stopping 4,000 pounds of rushing American steel with technology from the Stone Age is a terrifying experience. You push the pedal, and for the first second, nothing happens. You just pray. It is raw. It is unfiltered. It demands your absolute undivided focus. One mistake, one lapse in concentration, and it will bite you. But that is exactly why it feels so alive. You aren't just a passenger operating a computer, you are wrestling a bear. You are taming a monster every single time you drive to the grocery store. This car was not just born in a factory in Detroit, it was forged in the fires of cinema. We have to talk about the elephant in the room, Dominic Toretto. When Vin Diesel opened that garage door in The Fast and the Furious and revealed the blown black 1970 Charger, he didn't just show a car, he showed a character. It was shaking, snorting, and terrifying. It was the only thing in the movie that the hero was actually afraid of, and that matters. That scene cemented this car as the ultimate outlaw icon for an entire generation who grew up dreaming of wheelies and superchargers. But long before Toretto, there was Bullitt. The most famous car chase in history features a green Mustang, yes. But who was chasing it? A sinister, triple black Dodge Charger. The bad guys drove the Charger. In every story, the hero gets the pretty horse, but the villain, the assassin, the hitman, he gets the Charger. Why? Because you don't chase people in a Mustang. You hunt them in a Charger. Hollywood typecast this car as the bad guy, and honestly, it wears the black hat perfectly. It is the machine you see in your rearview mirror right before everything goes wrong. It is the shadow that creeps up on you at night. So, where does that leave us? Today, you can buy cars with double the horsepower. You can buy electric appliances that accelerate silently to 60 in 2 seconds without breaking a sweat. But ask yourself this, do they have a soul? Modern supercars are technical marvels, but they are sterile, they are appliances, they are perfect, and perfection is boring. The 1970 Charger RT is flawed, it overheats in traffic, it rattles over bumps, it smells like gas, it vibrates your teeth out. And that is exactly why it is better. A modern car makes you a driver. The Charger makes you a survivor. It demands your respect. It forces you to be present in the moment, every single second. 50 years later, it still turns more heads than a brand new Italian exotic. Because deep down, we don't want perfection. We want character. We want noise. We want danger. So here is the real question. If I drop the keys to a brand new silent electric supercar and this 1970 Charger RT on the table right now, which keys are you taking? Let me know in the comments below. And if you prefer steel over plastic, rumble over silence, and danger over safety, hit that subscribe button. Stay dangerous.